I do with the JT thing. It's funny how the narrative that we sort of were getting excited about at the beginning of the year is coming to fruition. And I kind of listed a bunch of the stats earlier, but I was looking like we have this very interesting crop of golfers now on the pro level that are all in a very similar group. Rory is kind of the only one that's really broken out of that group, I would say. Like Rory's got 29 wins, 5 majors, all 4 majors. The only Grand Slam winner really out of this generation, the first one since Tiger Woods from 2000 when he completed the career Grand Slam. But you look like JT, like I said, 16 wins, 2 majors. Xander, 9 wins, 2 majors. Scotty, 13 wins, 2 majors. Spieth, 13 wins, 3 majors. Brooks, 9 wins, 5 majors. Obviously, the 5 majors stand out. John Rahm, 11 wins, 2 majors. Colin Morikawa, 6 wins, 2 majors. Like a bunch of these guys, those are the top 7 or so stars in the game. A bunch of these guys in a similar spot. Now, Scotty, he's 28. He's younger than all the other ones I named. Him and Colin are the same age. But Rory's only 35. He's 6, 7 years older than Scotty. It's not like he's way older than he is, but it's at this moment, you're not fully sure. I think a lot of people probably think it's going to be Scotty just because of how dominant he was last year, how even this year, off to the slow start, the injury from Christmas dinner, he's still finishing like top 5 every event. So he probably feels like the one that's most likely going to outrace everybody else. And Brooks is already at 5 majors, so that one's a little bit different. But overall, it is interesting that we are not in this spot where we had like Tiger and Phil pretty much dominated for 2.5, 3 decades, especially Tiger Woods getting a number one forever, winning 15 major championships compared to, all these guys we're looking at that have like 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't feel like we really know exactly who's going to emerge from that group of these 6 or 7 players. JT playing well again. It's like any of those guys could end up with 2 or 3 majors and 20 wins, or not win any more majors, or somebody might get to 6 majors and have 40 wins. It's like there's this group, and you're not sure how they're going to race yet. And it's very cool and exciting going into the rest of this year, next year, that like now we've got everyone kind of vying to be the guy. And I just think that's proving after the post Tiger kind of era here to actually be very good for the golf. But the ratings are starting to kind of come back up. Rory delivered last week, a lot of social coverage. Feels like we're in a pretty healthy spot with like the stars of the game.
Yeah, if you're talking about that group that you named and you're talking about a race to 4 majors, like who in that group is going to get to 4 first? It's a really interesting conversation. Like the favorite would obviously be Scotty because he's number 1 player in the world, had the incredible season last year and just is still finishing really high despite not playing his best. But then you got a guy like Rahm. Like I could see Rahm just the next couple majors. I know he hasn't been playing well and he's been in a weird spot with Liv pretty much since he joined. It's just been kind of a weird ride in general. But he certainly has the talent. I just think 4 majors is the number where it's like, wow. Like Spieth has 3. It's been a while now, but if you got one more, you'd be like, now we're talking about a guy who is one of the greats of his generation. I just think when you're sitting at 2, when you're sitting at 3, you're part of the pack, as you just listed. Like there's a lot of guys at that number, and who can kind of rise above and get the next couple is going to be fascinating to me. And I think it's going to be Scotty, but it could be anybody from that group. Xander, if he stops giving out putting lessons, could certainly just grab a. I mean, he won 2 last year. It took forever. Right. It's like, when is Xander going to finally win one? And then the valve opened and he won 2. I could easily see him winning another one this year. Like, I think the race to 4 majors in that group is going to be very fascinating over the next 3 to 5 years.
This speaks to the parity of golf.
Yeah.
It's just never been like this. And it's just the evolution of the game. All kids growing up with just the ability to play the game of golf at a higher level than they ever have been. And now they've all turned into Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele, Colin Morikawa. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like in 20 years when the next crop of young stars. I mean, imagine winning more majors than your competitors when every single kid plays the same exact style and same level of golf. Like, it's crazy how hard it is now to elevate yourself above the pack.